Welcome back to our Take a Squared podcast, structured like the shows we watched as a kid. I'm Angel, and this is my co-host.
Jaden, we're back with a new episode.
We kind of found out like what our structure is for the podcast, so how you hear it today is how it's going to be for the rest of its existence. All right, we're joined by three co-hosts today. Three more co-hosts. We got
Caleb Gonzalez, Dom Latosi,
Daniel Hans, legend. We have a couple topics today, but let's get into our first one. The NBA playoffs are going on right now. I just want to know before we really get into it, who are you rooting for?
The New York Knicks.
Yeah, I got the Knicks.
Knicks in 6?
The Timberwolves. Yeah, the Knicks.
Knicks lost last night, bro.
Knicks in 6.
Let's go. Timberwolves. Ant is conquering the legendary Infinity Gauntlet.
Let's go Knicks.
I'm going with Natosi. I'm rooting for the Timberwolves.
I got the Knicks. I'm sorry.
If the Knicks win, New York's gonna be like Gotham City.
Yeah.
Shut down.
Get your hands out of your pants.
God. Knicks lost last night to a Jason Tatum-less Celtics.
It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
Playoff Jason Tatum doesn't even exist, so it doesn't matter.
A lot of people talking about he won a championship.
Playoff Jason doesn't exist. Did you guys see who came off the bench last night?
He tore his Achilles. He's not playing no more.
A lot of people think Jason Tatum is actually washed, so a lot of people think even with Tatum right there.
He's in the best basketball times his life.
He's an old man.
Marcelo.
There's no way.
Before he got injured, he had 42 points.
He got wheeled down a wheelchair last game.
Is that funny? He's injured. Is that funny?
I feel like if the Knicks can't beat a Jason Tatum-less Knicks,
Invincible, Tommy Invincible.
if the Knicks can't be a Jason Tatum-less Celtics, then it could.
But they beat the Celtics.
They lost last night.
But they beat them with Jason Tatum.
He came out at the end to a close. It was a close game, and then
Obviously, the Celtics had fire under their butts because the Tatum got hurt last game.
So once the next game, they're done.
They were cooking with.
Give it one more game. Like Knicks was killing them.
Was in Boston, so that was in Boston.
That's the first game in New York. What?
Celtics have one game. You missed. That's it.
All right, what's next?
So what are you thinking of the playoffs so far?
Lackluster because the NBA playoffs are the word playoffs in all sports.
Wait, I think these playoffs are one of the greatest NBA finals ever.
How so?
Wait, did we just say NBA playoffs are the worst playoff of any sport?
Better, NFL better, NHL is better. They're all better.
Yeah, so pretty much what I'm saying is, prime Miami Heat 2013, prime Thunder when they had Harden, Russ, and all them. You could tell the atmosphere meant something. You had everyone in the stands wearing the same shirt. The Heat white out. Spurs had a few blackouts back in their day, and you feel like today the Knicks, the crowds, they don't wear the shirts, and for the Lakers, they passed out shirts. No one wore them, so they used towels instead. That's pathetic. And you see how the playoffs, this year around, the teams that are still left in it, besides the Celtics and the Knicks, not really big market teams. You've Minnesota, Indiana, Denver, Oklahoma. Not really big market. Obviously, the Thunder are a very good team, probably one of the best teams in history right now. They're out. The Warriors are out. They're eliminated. Do you watch basketball?
No, it's fun for WWE.
They were eliminated by it.
They were eliminated by the Timberwolves.
Yeah. So I just feel like from back in the prime days of Kobe going at it in the Western Conference and LeBron in the Eastern Conference, I feel like the playoffs just kind of fell off a little bit than they used to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, but are they the worst of any professional sport?
I mean, you see like baseball obviously is really good playoff. October baseball is none other, right, Caleb? You know?
Yeah, I think they can beat that.
That's all you gotta say? Okay. And football, obvious Super Bowl is the biggest American sports game that can be played, at all during the year. It's the biggest game.
So Dom's talking about American sports, so let's flip the switch to actually a more international sport.
Like cricket.
Football.
Soccer.
For American people, soccer. When we have the World Cup, we have billions of people watching.
Mm-hmm. I'll be watching the World Cup. Daniel.
All right, so if you guys had to rank playoff in professional sports, who's number one? We'll go in order, but who's number one?
College football.
It's a good shot.
That's a good. Daniel, why college football? Because like college football, they just got their structure and like how they're doing it now.
I've been to a couple playoff college football games. The most hype atmosphere I've ever been to my entire life. Penn State whiteout, for example. Have you ever been to one of those bad boys?
Who is one of those? Yeah, I went this year.
Also, my number 2 is March Madness college basketball. I just feel like for a school versus a professional team, you can be more passionate for a school because you actually go there. For a team, it's like somebody could live in Pennsylvania, but like the Oklahoma City Thunder. But if you go to Penn State, you're going to cheer for Penn State. It means something to these people.
Because they're part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that school spirit. That represent the Nittany Lions.
I was thinking more of like professional sports. I wasn't even thinking about college, but
Yeah.
college basketball, college
I feel like, but that just like there's a different environment between like professional and collegiate. Like literally, like you said, it's like you go to that school, you're cheering for your school. I don't feel like there's school spirit involved, and that's not in professional sports. But I do get it. It is very much better, I think, than a lot.
Yeah, I have a good point to make here. I feel like in professional sports, I feel like the tickets are so expensive that the very passionate fans can't get tickets. It's full of like rich people who have like a freaking ego, so they won't really act out and like.
Especially like
games.
playoff, like NBA tickets are like. I saw the Knicks game 5 was like. The cheapest ticket was like $300.
That's ridiculous. Just the Knicks fans that are very passionate. We see like the side talk NYC stuff.
Yeah, but if you're that passionate, all those fans are they're not even in the arenas. They're outside, just
Who's the party you want to see?
Side talk NYC. Because the tickets are so expensive.
yeah.
So
they
they
do.
get in.
But yeah, like it kind of like pushes out an environment. Like it's kind of forced almost. Like if you want to see a team play, you have to be rich.
Yeah, but meanwhile in college they have like the deals for students to get into the games, and plus, I feel like college fans just would way more passionate.
Yeah.
Because like Dale said, they're part of the school. They've been there before.
So, like what Don was saying, like the pride that we have with colleges and schools.
Even like high school.
like
Like celebrate football.
like you guys are talking about like a school scale, like for Penn State, for example. How many people are in Penn State like that live on campus that go to their games estimate? Maybe around millions of people at the Penn State Stadium going for football games.
How about the parents or the alumni?
It's not
who went to
millions
Penn
of
State?
people. It's not millions of people.
The stadium holds 100,000 people, but I mean with the tailgates and stuff like
People like watching from like online. That's what I mean too. But if we're talking from a school scale, let's talk about a country scale. With the World Cup, we have people from all over the country just going to watch the games, tuning in together on a country scale, which is way larger than a school.
Isn't the World Cup the most watched?
Yeah, it is.
Right?
I don't
I don't know. I don't watch soccer, but like
I agree with that.
Baseball, hockey are the best playoffs.
The only champion I want to see is Tommy Invincible. I'm gonna be honest.
Football, like there's not enough games though.
Football. That's what makes it more interesting.
I mean, yeah.
because every game matters.
I mean, it means more, but I mean, I just feel like
That's what makes you want to watch
like
game.
nothing will be as good as a Game 7. Like Game 7 is like the biggest game in all sports. I think this means more, and like the atmosphere is crazy.
Game 7 of what?
NHL or NHL honestly. Hockey's the best playoffs play.
You're crazy. Yeah, but
Hockey.
Anyone who watches every sport and knows play hockey.
I've watched every
It's
sport.
the most physical, it's the most variety. The fans are the most into it, bro.
Really?
Like even in the NBA, like see like the fans like the Thunder, like every single fan's wearing the shirt. The Lakers aren't wearing the shirts. The Knicks aren't wearing the shirts. The freaking
Do you watch wrestling?
the playoff shirts. What?
Do you watch wrestling?
Yes.
When that guy walks out there, the fans like Invincible.
There's a serious problem with NBA fans in the whole game of basketball right now. Like the lottery was rigged.
how is the
Like it's such an easy conspiracy. LeBron's retiring, so he says to the Mavs, trade the almost like the biggest star in all of basketball to our biggest mark because LeBron's gonna retire, and then we'll get Cooper Flag.
Listen, I had a theory in the first episode of Ortega Square, and I had a theory that LeBron is going to Dallas next year. Okay, is there any chance this still happens?
Angel, I'm
On the Warriors.
so.
But he's not going to Warriors.
Tommy Invincible.
Leave LA.
He's leaving LA. Like, listen, he's play with Anthony Davis, Kyrie,
He
and Cooper Flag
You think
in
he
Dallas.
picks where he plays?
Yes.
No.
Yes, he
Then you've never called. You never talked to his. No, I don't know how to do that.
LeBron is.
I know. James.
He plays wherever he wants.
Let me tell you about a real celebrity.
WrestleMania is low key better than NBA playoff.
Yes. Was electric this year.
Did you watch WrestleMania? Is it still recording?
Yes.
I saw WrestleMania. I saw who won. His name.
He's very iconic. He's a CCW guy.
He's one half of the CCW Tag Team Championship winner
In the Bronx.
in the Bronx. Tommy Invincible.
Straight shooter.
He's a straight shooter. It's not just a name.
It's not just a catchphrase. It's a straight shooter.
It's
Wait,
kinda-
so this is a good time to bring up the You Got Mail. We're going to let Daniel introduce what he wants to talk about.
God.
Take it away, Hans.
So, me and Dom have recently discovered this wrestler. He's not WWE. He's CCW. It's located in the Bronx. He's one half of the tag team duo.
Hell yeah.
His name is Tommy Invincible.
Yeah, this guy, I see him all over my TikTok, my Instagram, I see Twitter, I see him everywhere. He's making strides in the independent wrestling scene.
Let me give you some context before we started recording. We couldn't get it started because these two idiots were watching Tommy Invincible clips the whole
He's
All those
awesome.
time. He's awesome.
He's very charismatic.
He hurts people.
No,
They-
no, he's invincible. You can't hurt him.
No, he hurts people.
Yeah, I see him. He's always using his best move, the sweet sin, to put people away.
Wait, sis.
Sweet sin.
You can't hurt me. You can't hurt
He's
him.
invincible.
Is he like WWE caliber?
Yes, he is.
He called out John Cena.
He called out John Cena, Randy Orton, Matt Cardona.
Do you think he could actually take on John Cena?
Yes.
Like that? Like he
The Undertaker is scared of him.
No, let's just get real here for a second, okay? Uncut, straight shooter like Tommy Invincible. He's straight edge guy.
He's uncut.
Let's just be honest here. Tommy Invincible just has passionate, okay? Everyone's behind him. The fans, with the power of the fans behind his back, you can't hurt him, okay?
He's invincible.
He's invincible.
Tommy Invincible.
He's one half of the CCW champions, okay? He's on his way to being one of the most charismatic, most babyface, greatest good guys in the history of wrestling.
Good guy.
So
Wait, do we all watch wrestling at this table?
I did. I watched both nights of WrestleMania. I thought it was all right. I mean, it wasn't as good as the last 2 years, but I thought it was a good show nonetheless.
What was your favorite match?
Cody Rhodes versus John Cena was my favorite match. Actually, no. My favorite match was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Main event of night one.
I liked Braun Breaker.
Fatal four, right?
Yeah.
That
That was the best.
was a good match, but I feel like the story behind it wasn't that great.
Well, Braun's joining Seth Rollins.
That's a whole different story though. That's not the same story. The story was all about Dom and Finn Balor and the Judgment Day.
The story wasn't that good. You're right, but no.
This is what I feel like. I feel like wrestling's in a good spot right now. I feel like it's growing a lot more because I feel like everyone was in that weird phase where it's like, oh my god, it's so weird to watch wrestling.
It's
Like
fake.
it's fake. It's fake, but I feel like now people can actually enjoy it because they know it's fake. It's like they watch it for entertainment. They don't watch it to see. If you want to watch people get effed up, watch UFC, watch boxing. If you want to watch stories get played out in the ring, you watch WWE. You watch CCW. You watch Tommy Invincible again. That beats in the hell out of somebody.
Gilly Sport.
Favorite women in the ring.
All right, get Tommy Invincible in the WWE. All right, we're gonna tag
Get him on the podcast.
Let's get him on the podcast. That was Ortega Squared. Thank you for listening, and we will catch you in the next episode. We'll see you.